Right now we're at the molding process. I'm going to use the Elastic QP Leave-In H2. This is something you can buy from Sally's. It's pretty good. Normally I use the Biolodge Fortifying Leave-In Conditioner. But once again, this is a tutorial for you all, the things that you can do from taking the salon to home. You spray it all the way through. You can have two types of comb that you can use. If your hair is thick and coarse, use the wide tooth. If your hair is kind of fine but yet thick, then use the medium. So you start off at the back and you start around from root to ends. And you're just going to section it all the way through from roots to end into the desired style that you want it to go or flow. If you want to put rollers at the top, you would do that for the height of the volume. It's not necessary, it's up to you. If you want to have it flat with volume, you could also put rollers at the top. It all depends on how you flat iron the hair, which would be our third step of letting you see the completion of Miss Robinson's hair. So I'm just going to comb it all the way through. And while I'm doing this, I'm looking at the scalp to make sure that everything is rinsed off, all the conditioner and everything, no suds. You will have some shedding in your comb, and that's fine. That's just old, dead hair that needs to come out. You do shed at least 100 hairs a day. If not that many, somewhere within that time period, you will shed about 100 hairs a day within a week. And once again, if you have any questions with anything that I'm doing, or you have questions about something that I'm not covering, please feel free to message me or put it on the comments, and I will answer or shoot a video to help you with that. Okay, so now we've laid Isha's hair down to the way she wants it. She's not going to get no rollers at the top. She likes hers with a smooth body. Okay, once we do that, you take a foam wrap of your sort and you lay it at the top. But once again, you will have shedding. Isha had just a little shedding. Shedding is okay. Globs of hair is not okay. Throw that in the trash. You do not need to like overexert the mousse. Just put just 2 pumps. Rub it together. Put it on mainly the areas that you want to lay down, which would be your edges where the wild hairs are. That way it'll eliminate you using more oil, because a lot of oil isn't always good for the hair. And you just cover it all the way through. Put it towards the ends. And once again, 2 pumps is all you need. Maybe 3 if you have a lot of hair. It may not seem like it's a lot, or it may be enough, but it is. Just take this and smooth this. Comb all the way to the ends. Okay, I'm going to put Isha under the dryer. She's going to dry. And next time you see us, we will be curling her hair for the final conclusion of the tutorial. Okay. What's the difference between rinse and permanent color? Well, permanent color is, it has bleach that has developer that involves lifting of your hair from black to brown to blonde. That's something that you cannot relax your hair and do the same day. If you do, your hair will come out. A rinse is something that pretty much some of them have no ammonia, no peroxide, which is the one that I use. You also have those that they are called demis. Demi is a rinse also. That is also something that you can use when you have a relaxer. But just know that you have to have a deep condition after you do so. Example, my hair. My hair is rinsed black here. My hair is bleached here. These are 3 different colors of being bleached, which is lifted. So my colors here are permanent. But once again, my hair is healthy and I have to condition it every week. I can't miss a week and I have to keep it moisturized. So hopefully that helps you knowing the difference between a rinse, a demi, and a permanent color. Okay, so now we have come from under the dryer and she is all ready and dry. So we're going to take some foam and pomade. I'm going to put just a little bit in, like a dime size. What this does is add a little moisture and shine, because I'm going to blow dry a little of the crinkles out. You bring it in and dissolves in your hand. And you can still put it on the ends of the hair like you do the mousse in the process of molding it. So I just rub this all over. Not that much. It's not going to weigh it down. I do not believe in hard hair. I'm a flowing, blowing type of girl. You will see towards the end. Okay, so you just rub that all the way through. Okay, so you're going to use the vent brush. A vent brush is the good brush to brush out some of the crinkles that are still inside. It's good to wrap your hair instead of using a bristle brush. Bristle brushes are not good for wrapping the hair. So we're just going to go ahead and kind of blow through, knock some of the crinkles out. And it doesn't have to be a hard vacuum. Just a slight. I'm just going around. And this is an 1875 watt, so it don't have to be a very high pull. So don't vacuum the hair to death with the hair dryer. Just knock some of the waves out. It also helps with the preparation of flat ironing the hair. Okay, now what we're going to do, I'm going to add a little something here. But I'm going to demonstrate to you the difference between trimming your ends and cutting your hair. I'm not going to actually cut, but I'm just going to show you. Okay. So, when you trim your ends, you actually start here. You can start within this area, and you come down, and you would trim across. This is trimming your ends. Okay. Now, if I was giving her a haircut, then that's different. I know you all may have been to a stylist, and the stylist says, I'm going to trim your ends, and you come out with a haircut. I have had numerous of clients and have gained numerous of clients that way. All stylists don't keep it real. So, if I was cutting her hair, I would take it and I would cut it. Do you see the difference between the hairs? It's way more hair from a haircut and this much hair being a trim. And also, know that just doing your ends for the trim is not just a blunt cross cut like this. No, you have to actually go into the hair, into the depths of it, to the crown of it, and elevate it out to the levels. And if you see here, her ends are not that bad. Just a little bit. That's how much it should be if you cut your ends on the regular. Yes, it may look like they need to be done, and if you see here, her ends are actually pretty good. So, somebody may see that and say, oh, I need a haircut. No. Oh, I need an end trim. No. You're fine. You just have layers. And Isha has layers. So, that's just to show you the difference between trim and a haircut. Okay. Now, we're at the portion of where you will section your hair off. And I just start here because it makes the curls lay prettier. That's just my technique. Section the hair off here. Pin it up with the duck bill, and I'm going to use the Biologic Matrix thermal spray. It has a medium hole for those that do not like hairspray, and what it does is it protects it from the heat. You can spray it strand by strand. It will not weigh your hair down, but you do not have to overexert it either. I'm going to take it, and yes, I am using the Runway series that you can purchase from Target. It is very good because it has a point which also swivels, and you can curl your hair as like a spiral curl as in using it. So what she's going to get is just a smooth bump. You can let your ear go. A smooth bump with the bent end. And I'm going to do this same motion all the way through because she doesn't have any volume at the top. Go as close as you can to the root. Extend it down. And yes, you do see steam, and that's fine. It doesn't mean you're burning your hair. And if you notice, I'm not letting it sit on her hair. When you let it sit, I'm going to show you what may happen for the users at home. When you let it sit, you pull it, that's what happens. You just see a little small crease. Sometimes you may get this, and you leave the line in. That's happening. You just take it, and pull it all the way through. Take it and pull it. Then you take it and then you bend it. And you will get the curl that you need. Alrighty, final product of Miss Isha. And this is healthy hair. Now her edges, I did use a product called the Edge. Very good product. It doesn't weigh it down. And it's something like the jam. Just lay it to the side. Go ahead and shake a little something for me, Isha. Let them see the body. Yeah, and it goes right back into place. And for the final spray, we use the Sebastian Shaper. It's a light mist. It doesn't make the hair hard. What it does, it keeps it from the humidity. And when the wind come blow you, or shake like Isha just did, it just bounce back. And I also use the Organics, the olive oil, which is just a mist. And that also, on top of the Paul Mitchell foaming pomade, gave her hair a shine. So now she's ready to hit the streets. Isha is the finished product of Zeno's hair, because once again, healthy hair is the best hair, and I wouldn't have it no other way. Thank you, and hopefully you enjoyed the tutorial.